Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the Feed the Beast server, also known as Sankakai Modded. Yay! We're playing Infinity Evolved. Just want to make sure I'm muted on TeamSpeak so I'm not embarrassing myself. Okay, we're good. We're in the clear. But yeah, basically last episode we looked at blood magic, that's what it's called. And yeah, we did a bunch of stuff with blood magic, which is really cool. And this is basically just after we left off, so... Oh, my throat's all dry. Ugh. So yeah, we have a tier 2 blood altar. We click that and it says tier 2, capacity 10,000. And we also need the magician's orb, which is one step after the next one, so the third tier of orb. So before we do that, I want a nice steady supply of villagers that will be plopping down onto this blood altar and sitting there waiting for me to kill him with this dagger of sacrifice to get 2,000 life points per villager. Now to do that, to power the mob spawner, which I actually haven't made yet, I bet I will do. I don't know what it's called. I think it's an auto spawner. That's it. So I still need to find some emeralds and nether wart and get some magma cream. I think we actually have some blaze powder somewhere. We can make it from these things. How many of those do we have? 2. Perfect. I will be stealing them. You can craft them and then make blaze powder. And I think we can get slime from those islands. I don't think there's a slime island around here, but I know that there is a slime island up here. So we'll be going to go take some slime from there. And yeah, so to power that auto spawner, we're going to need some source of power. And I have decided to use the culinary generators and use some toast, because toast produces 28 RF per tick, which is really good, and it's it can all automate itself, and it's basically infinite power. So in this bag that I have, I've got all these goodies. Not all of this. This can... What am I doing? There we go. Oh, there goes my dagger of sacrifice. Actually, it's probably still in the... Yeah, there it is. Yoink! Just dump all that shit in there. That. Info, I want to keep that on me. Yeah. We also have a pretty bad food situation. I have absolutely no food. I've pretty much run out, so making a nice little toast farm will be good so I can take some of the food from there. What's all this shit on the ground? Oh shit, I threw out of my inventory. So basically what I need to do is using these items in here, so the planter and harvester, and that upgrades the radius for the planter. I think I need to make another one of those to put in the harvester. I think I do. That wasn't actually that difficult to make. What was it called? Radius something? Yeah, raw plastic. Yeah, that's not too difficult to make. I'll have to make another one of those. But yeah, and the cables we'll be using are redstone flux ducts, I think they're called. Yeah, here we go. So we have redstone energy flux ducts, and so I need a fluid transposer, and I also need a magma crucible. And I can make a magma crucible now that I have all this invar. So I'm thinking, let's go over here a little bit. Thanks, Phoebe. I'm thinking I'm going to put my little farm set up over here on this island. I don't want to put it underground because I actually want to, like, see. I want to see it with my eyes. It will be a little wasteful, though, because I will have to have cables that stretch from over here all the way to over there. But I don't really mind. We can have them, like, stretching across the water, and I reckon that'll look pretty cool. So what I need to do now is clear out a big enough area here to put down my planter and harvester and everything. And yeah, and then run some cables over and we'll be good. So I'm going to clear out this area and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've dug out that area and I've set up a few things and I've run into a few complications. So the first of these complications was that I had... So from the harvester this way, I had that mirrored on this side, and I had a diamond upgrade in the planter, but then I realized the harvester won't be able to reach that far over because the diamond upgrade expands the radius of the harvester by 9, which will only go to here as well. So I couldn't even go that far. But that's okay, this is still a reasonable size, I'd say. I kind of ran out of seeds, I don't have enough seeds. And I was just doing some tests as well. And so the harvester will produce some sludge. Now it's going to get pumped into a trash can for fluids because we don't need the sludge. And as a culinary generator, I was just testing on the harvester. Now that has a lot of energy, when one of these grow, we should be able to test whether or not it's working, and I have a temporary chest set up at the moment. And the second thing is, I'm going to route the seeds that come from the harvester back to the planter so it never runs out. But then I was thinking, what if the planter fills up with seeds and it'll clog the system? So, where is it? Where's my... There she is. What I am going to do... I don't know how much I want to hide. I don't know if it'll look bad or good on top or under. But I'm going to grab this. We're going to move that out of the way. That's going to go that way, and this is going to go down. So... Wait. So I want... I know how to do it, I just don't know if I want another trash can on the surface. Because I think it'll look a bit messy, but... if we move it a bit this way, it might look alright. Okay, so filter pipe, and that goes down, across, and that way. So yellow, it's going to be seeds. I'm going to take some of these. So yellow is going to be seeds, and then black is going to be seeds, and red is going to be wheat. So the idea is, I'm going to funnel this all the way to the planter. Let's see if we can get there. So if the planter gets full up with seeds, gets full of seeds, there we go. Then the idea is it'll start to go down the other path as well, and into the trash can just to destroy the rest of the seeds that we don't need. I'm also going to have to power this, so I have to be mindful of where I place the cables. Okay. So this can come down like a so. So then that'll go into the planter. Yeah, you're idle because you don't have any seeds. There you go. And then... Let me up. We're going to run the red, which will be the wheat. From there, just clean my inventory a little bit. We're going to run that into the crafter. And we don't even have wheat to do that. And then we're going to want to suck it out of that. So the crafter is going to craft the wheat into bread, and then the bread is going to go into... I forgot to make it actually. Is it a furnace? Iron furnace, blast, induction, electric. An electric furnace? That takes EU though. What is it? Smelter? Induction smelter? What does that do? Alloys and metals. That's not what we want. Isn't there such thing as a redstone furnace? What does that do? It smelts items. And it takes power? I think that's what we want. That's not too difficult to make. So basically that's going to go into a furnace, and then that's going to get sucked out of the furnace, and then it's going to go into culinary generator. Actually, it's going to go into a few culinary generators, so we're going to have them sit there. I'm just assuming this thing's going to make a bit of toast. Hopefully, I think it'll be able to keep up with the setup that we have at the moment. So then the basic idea is to get some transfer pipes across there, like a so. And I'm hoping it'll power itself as well, because toast makes a lot of energy. So it'll power that, and it'll power that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a redstone furnace, and hopefully by then some stuff will be happening. Okay, so I've made the redstone furnace, and I've also started making some electrum ingots to make... And I also made an alloy smelter, because we need to make the... what are they, flux ducts? So to make these, you need electrum and glass. And to get electrum, you need to put gold and silver into an alloy smelter. And my culinary generator has run out of power, which isn't an issue because we can make some bread for it. I'm pretty sure you can put in a bunch of different foods, but toast is the best. So that's why we're using toast energy. But yeah, making a bunch of electrum. Hell yeah. How much glass do I have? 20. I could have sworn I had heaps more glass. Not as little. Oh, okay, that's all the glass we have, I guess. I have to go out and grab some more. Yeah, we do that, and nothing. Shit. Electrum, we need hardened glass? Lead, obsidian, dust, what the heck? Fused quartz. Okay, we're gonna use that instead. Well, I guess I have to go grab some quartz now. I just thought it was normal glass, which sucks. Ass. I have literally no clay. I think I've got 30... Oops. Well, it's mine. Fuck off. So now I need to go grab some quartz. Okay, so I have made a bunch of these redstone flux ducts, and I've connected everything up, and this thing was idle for a bit, instead it had stuffed items, and I was really confused why that was happening, but then I realized I didn't have a transfer node on the back, so that would explain that. Anyway, I'm about to start it up. Now this system is meant to be kind of self-sustaining. Do I even have... I don't even have one. So, I don't think it'll ever run out of power. I don't think. At least hope not. Just break that for now. That's actually using quite a bit of power just to cook a piece of bread. But I just kind of want to kickstart the system with a couple pieces of toast if I can, and we'll have a look to see if it's working. Yeah, so that's all that I can do. Okay, so we're going to put that back on there, and we're going to put a piece of toast in there, and a piece of toast in there, and let's watch the magic happen after I put the seeds back. Okay, the harvester can't harvest anything yet. Okay, well it says there's no stuffed items, so that's good. But yeah, the basic setup is... I can't really go back down there. But I've hooked up these redstone flux ducts to this thing, and yeah, it's got a lot of energy. It can't work because it has no seeds, and I also have a pipe running from here. So black and yellow are seeds. Yellow is the trash can for all the seeds that kind of overflow. And all this is connected and looks really gross. I could probably fix that. Although I don't want to mess around, it'll work. So then that goes down and around and then to there. And I can probably cover that up actually, if I just grab a piece of dirt. I usually have heaps of dirt on me, so I'm surprised that I don't. My inventory is nice and clean. Yeah, that's good enough. Need some more toast, boy. Yes, so I'm kind of out of bread. I have a shortage of energy. Can I just burn... What have I got? Raspberries? Oh my god, please tell me I can burn raspberries. Oh, I can. Good, because I've got a million of them. Yeah, so the good thing about it is you can... Actually, why don't I just cook this bread that I have? Where'd I get this fucking bread from? I don't remember having bread. Yeah, but the good thing about these generators is they take all sorts of fuel. But I'm going to need a lot of those flux ducts if I'm going to want power over in my place here. And I don't know if I'm going to run it under the water or over the water or through the water. Not exactly sure. Oh, killer's dead. I think it would look pretty neat if I had them run across. Maybe. Alright everyone, so it is the next day for me, and I've done quite a lot off camera, but that's only because it was a bit tedious to do and it would take a bit long and be a bit boring, I think. So first and foremost, so Banjo Kazooie, who was on this server, also known as Chasmic, is a god. He has helped immensely with my endeavors to have my whole power production made entirely from toast. So he has helped a lot. So he told me that I could get... That's a bit loud. But, I've also added these aqueous activators underneath here. Aqueous activators or something. And then they go up into this tank, and then the sprinklers on top, and then they just grow the wheat a bit faster. But basically, he told me... Ugh. I'm a little sick at the moment as well, so... Sorry if I sound a little weird. But he told me that I can get rid of the planter entirely if I place all of the seeds in these crop sticks, because the harvester won't then... Oh, I'm stuck in a hole now. Because then the harvester won't... Oh my god. It won't harvest the seeds. Yes, that's right. Then it only harvests the wheat. So I could get rid of the planter entirely and just have the harvester. So, and then that means I can get rid of that sorting pipe I had, so it just... Wheat goes straight into the crafter, straight into here, and then straight into these 6 culinary generators, and they are all getting full of toast, boy! I'm so excited for my fucking toast power. I cannot stress how excited I am to power my whole entire place with toast. And he also told me I could add this... What was it called? So you have to search redstone furnace, if I remember correctly, and then you right-click on that, and then you make a redstone furnace which is hardened, and then that gives you an extra slot in here to add augmentation things. And Chasmic told me to make a trivection chamber, which basically doubles the output of all of the food that passes through it. So we're getting double that fucking toast, and I think that is pretty epic. So we have double toast production, powering 6 culinary generators, and then we've got redstone flux ducts running all the way over here in my little mountain. Whoop. Oh, that was a terrible idea. And then it's going through here all the way up over to here. And it's powering all of my machines. And I have this leadstone energy cell, which is already full. And is this working? This wasn't working a second ago, and I wasn't exactly sure why. Yeah, why isn't the pulverized lead getting sucked out? See, I'm so bad with this configuration shit. Okay, let's just see what happens. Is that gonna go? It is not. Why? Why you no go? I have no idea. I'll have to mess around with that off camera. And I also made this. So this is a railgun. And are there any mobs nearby? There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. But I'll show you guys how this works. So I put upgrades on it, so I have a scope, and you scroll to just zoom in a bit. So yeah, you can get pretty close to stuff. And then you hold down right click, and you can see on the... I'll do it again. You can see on the side there it charges up to 99, and it starts to make all that shit, all that noise, and you press shift, and then you aim. and it's not that powerful. It's pretty shit. It does about 2 to 3 hearts with these iron rods that it uses as ammo. And I put the upgrades on it using this engineer's workbench.
Bronze recently. And,
You
went
did.
downhill, so we're collecting a bunch.
I missed.
It's an end of money.
Oh, what have I done?
Ow!
Ah,
Ow, Mitch, help
Aha!
what just hit me?
But yes, we have toast power, boys. A lot of toast power, and these are all of the things that I have made. So yeah, power production is complete. We are now running entirely off toast, and this is an incredibly easy setup, and the profit you get from this is fantastic. It's so easy to set up, and you get all of this amazing power. I can't believe it. I'm running off fucking toast. My whole island. So now my next step is to make that auto spawner, and I need emeralds for that, which I don't have yet. And I also need emeralds to progress further in blood magic to make that a apprentice orb. I think it requires an emerald. Yep. And yeah, need to do that, get some emeralds. And we also might want to think about upgrading our storage, because it is getting full, and ME systems are not cheap. So what even is this? How do you make that? Oh, okay. I mean, that's not hard, really. This is a bit weird. Inscriber. How expensive is an inscriber? Not that expensive. Fluix crystal. How do we make a Fluix crystal? Bees. Really? Wait, I want the straight one. That one. Drop a Fluix seed made from Fluix dust and sand into a puddle of water to make the process faster. Add crystal growth accelerators. Some fucking Botania shit or something over there. But yeah, I have... Okay, here we go. I have toast power. I have shitty storage. And I have emeralds that I need to go find. So, thank you guys for watching, and in the next episode we're putting that auto spawner probably right here or something. And killing some villagers to get some blood. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye bye.